Around despite the loss, I'm over here, gotta get across. Whether you like it or not, there is a moment meant for us. And now you made it, but I already played this. Not interested, open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's look, I'll be using the Sigma Creme de Couture Pressed Color Palette. And this is their best-selling palette and it will come back on October 3rd. So write it down somewhere if you want to have this palette. Apparently this is one of their best-selling palettes and I can't imagine why, because it contains so many matte shades, which I love. So I'm going to start using this light peachy shade. And I'm using my Sigma E40 brush and I'm blending this all over in my crease. I'm going back and forth with my brush and I'm just making sure that this shade is all over in my crease. Also, I'm going a little bit lower at my outer V to make sure that's also a bit over there. And I love that this palette contains a lot of matte shades but also light colorful shades, because a lot of palettes have like super dark shades. And these are like the perfect in-between shades, so I think I will reach out to this palette way more often because I don't really own a lot of light colorful shades, so I'm really happy to have this. So I'm using that orange shade and I'm also blending this all over in my crease. So now to make it a bit more vibrant, I'm going in with this bright pinky shade and I'm going to blend this in my outer V. So first I'm pressing with my brush and then I'm going to softly blend this. And I think I went in with my brush around 2 times to get more product. But I didn't want this shade to be like super obvious. So I really blended a lot with my brush to make it melt into the other eyeshadows. And the eyeshadows have a very soft texture, so it was quite easy to make them blend into each other. So now I'm going in with this lila shade, and this is my current favorite shade. I don't know what it is, but I keep searching for nail polishes in this shade, for shirts. There's something about this shade which I currently really like, so I had to involve this, and I'm just going to press this in my outer V as well. Not sure if this did like a lot of, or that it did make a lot of difference. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to apply it. So now to make it a little bit darker, I'm going in with this purple shade. And I'm going to press this in my outer V as well. But just like with the bright pink shade, I didn't want it to be too harsh or too obvious like purple. So I'm going to blend a lot to make sure that it blends into the other eyeshadows. Okay, so I have a code for Sigma. I have this for years. I always mention this in my description, but I don't really talk about it very often. But I have a discount code, which I will link down in the description bar like always, which you can use if you want to purchase anything from Sigma. And I am an affiliate, so if you use my code, I will earn a little bit money from that. I just want to mention this so it's not like a secret or something, but if you follow me for a while, you know I love Sigma products. So right now I'm using some concealer and I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid like I always do when I create a cut crease. And I'm not going to apply this like all over my eyelid, but I'm going to stop halfway just to create a sort of half cut crease. Currently I'm really liking this technique. It just makes your eye look a little bit more special. Instead of just applying shades on the eyelid, it just gives that extra little glam. I don't know, what do you guys think? So now I'm going to use this light purple shade. It's like a super light purple. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this at the beginning of my eyelid. And the brush that I'm using is the E45, but I will link also everything down in the description bar. So now for my next shade, I'm going to use that lila shade again because I love it so much. And I'm going to apply it next to that light purple shade using that same brush. So what I did notice that if you apply too much of this eyeshadow, it doesn't really apply very well. So make sure that you don't apply too much of it. I was able to make it work, but I did notice that I had to be careful with this. So now I'm going in with this vibrant pink shade and I switched my brush into a smudge brush. Just to make sure that around the edges, like the line of the cut crease that I created, that the eyeshadow is very tight against that line. With that brush you can work a little bit more precise. And now I'm going in with that purple shade again, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to press this next to that vibrant pink shade using the same Sigma E45 brush. And because I already applied like a lot of matte shades, it didn't pack on really nice. But this is something that I experience more often whenever I use like a lot of matte shades on top of each other. So yeah, just wanted to mention this, but it's not really a big problem because I wanted all these shades to really blend into each other, so it came out really nice. So now I went in with a brush just around the edges to make sure that everything is well blended into each other. Now for underneath my waterline, I'm going to use this dark purple shade. And I'm using my flat definer brush and I'm pressing this right underneath my lower lash line. Next to the dark purple shade, I'm going in with this green shade. I felt like going in with only like those similar shades was so boring, so I wanted to do something different. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this light blue-green shade more towards my inner corner. And I'm still using that same flat definer brush. And with that same light blue-green shade, I'm going to blend out that other green shade by going back and forth with this little brush. So now to make my edges more purple, I'm going in with this purple shade. And I'm going to apply a little bit of this in my outer V, so more at the end underneath my lower lash line. I was just playing with some colors. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I just wanted it to be more different than I normally do. So now I'm going in with this vibrant pink shade and I'm going to blend this more underneath my lower lash line. And yeah, I really like how it came out. Like all of these different shades, I think they really look well together. So for my eyeliner, I'm going in with the Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner, one of my favorite gel eyeliners, and I'm going to use my eyebrow brush, also by Sigma, to apply a line above my lash line. Sigma has a similar brush which is called the Winged Liner brush, which is more meant for eyeliner, but I personally like the eyebrow brush more, so that's why I'm using this eyebrow brush. I also mentioned this in my favorite brushes video, but I just wanted to mention it again. So now I'm going in with the TheBalm Schwing Liquid Liner and I'm going to apply this right on top of where I placed my gel eyeliner. And I always apply liquid on top of gel eyeliner. I don't do this like every time, like when I do my makeup for on a daytime. I don't do like 2 layers, but I feel like for my eye makeup looks, it makes it look extra black and it gives it more of a extra dimension, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I really like it. So for my waterline, I use this white eye pencil by MAC. And for my mascara, I'm using the Balm Scuba mascara, one of my favorite mascaras. It's super nice for the lower lashes and I also applied it on my upper lashes. But I'm going in with fake lashes anyway, so you won't see my upper lashes anymore. But for my lower lashes, I especially really like this mascara because it makes them super long and not like super clumpy. So now for my lashes, I'm going in with my Annytude Weary Lashes, one of my favorites. And this is how the eyes look with the lashes on. You can see they're very voluminous. I really like them. So now it's time for the face. And the first product I'm going in with is the TheBalm Bahama Mama Bronzer. In this video, I'm not showing my foundation and concealer, how I applied it, but I will link the products down in the description bar in case you're curious. So right now I'm going in with that Bahama Mama Bronzer and I applied a bit of that underneath my lips to make them look more plump, a bit on my cheekbones and underneath my jawline to make it more sharp, and of course bronzing my forehead a little bit. So now for my highlighter, I'm going in with the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. I asked you guys I guess already a month ago or so, if I needed this highlighter and you all said yes, you need it. So I finally got it. And I do have to say that I'm not a huge fan. Maybe it's just because I don't know how to apply it, but I do have highlighters which I like more than this one. But if you have any tips on how I can apply this really nicely, let me know please. So now for my blush, I'm going in with this super pretty pink blush by Sigma, and I'm using their blush brush to apply this. I'm applying this on the apples of my cheeks, and I always make like a tiny smile on my face so the apples of my cheeks really show and I know where to place my blush. So now I'm going to show you these 4 new liquid lipsticks by Sigma, which I got in the mail together with that eyeshadow palette. And there's a nude shade, a vibrant pink, a coral one, and this pretty berry shade. And I'm going in with the shade New Mud because I already have so many vibrant shades on my eyelid, so I thought like a nude shade would look better in combination. So normally when I do my lips, I always go in with a lip liner first, and I overdraw my lips slightly, and then I fill it in with liquid lipstick. This time I did not do this, so it was a bit harder for me to like get the shape that I normally have. But yeah, it worked. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I really hope you liked how this look came out. I really like the eyes. The combination of all these shades gives such a pretty effect. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This will be really sweet. And I have everything linked down in the description together with the details on when the eye palette is going to launch. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!
And now you made it, but I already played this. Not interested, open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me.